Hey, what is up? It's Jim. I'm back with another tiller tip. And this week we're talking about service. Now, I know last week we talked about service, so this is a little bit of a continuation. If you didn't see that tiller tip, I encourage you to go back and check that out. It was really the concept of service versus sacrifice. And I really elevated the concept of service over sacrifice. Obviously, sacrifice is great, but service truly is a spiritual discipline. And you can go back and see all about that from last week. But today, I want to share a story to give an example about service. And, the other week I was at church, and during church, I don't know if you do this, you pull out your phone and take notes, usually in the notes app. Well, this time I pulled out my phone and took a note and texted it to myself. Did you know that you could text yourself? I actually didn't know. I gave it a shot and it worked. That's where I put my more important notes, because stuff that goes into notes I maybe won't look at for a long time, or maybe ever. Who knows? But I texted this to myself, and the concept was to observe is to serve. Okay, that might not sound profound to you, but I love that the word serve is literally in the word observe. Like, what a cool thing. And I've got a story associated with that I'd like to share with you today, and maybe it might heighten this concept of service for you. So, several years ago, I was working at a church called Eastern Hills. And when I would head to work in the morning, at that point, Anderson was in preschool and would actually come to the church building with me, because that's where his preschool was. How convenient is that? It was actually super great. I loved those mornings together as we would drive to work. But one particular day, we're driving, and, I'm a very dutiful driver. So I've got my hands at 10 and 2, and we get up to this left-hand turn, and I put my blinker on, and I'm waiting for the light to turn, because I'm really not a dutiful driver, but let's pretend that I am, right? And so I'm sitting there, and I am observing this car in front of me. It is a black Chevy Suburban, and I am actually like low-key obsessed with this vehicle. God is really kind of putting it on my heart, and I don't know why. I don't think I heard him audibly. My attention is being drawn to this. It's like supernatural. I can't really explain it, but yeah, black Suburban, cool. Like, why are you focused on it? I can see the driver in the side view mirror. It's a woman, and eventually the light turns, and we make this turn. She goes in front of me, but she like shorts the turn a little bit, and her back left tire hops over the center median, right? If you can picture that, she just kind of clips it a little bit. And I'm watching all of this so intensely, like, what? Oh my gosh, can you believe that, right? And so as we're driving, I'm just like so obsessed with this tire. Like, certainly, I mean, like Suburban tire is like this big. It couldn't have done any damage. I've hit curbs before. It's never done anything. But sure enough, as we're driving along, this tire is losing air. I'm like seeing it. I'm observing it. Oh my gosh, I've got to get this woman's attention. And, I'm like, oh, I need to whip around her or something. But she turns on her left turn signal exactly where I need to turn left into the church parking lot. I'm like, oh, thank goodness I'm going to be able to tell her. So we pull into the church parking lot. She kind of parks a little bit further away. I pull up next to her, and I jump out of the car, and I'm like, ma'am, I'm so sorry. I saw you hop that curb. It really was like, I'm not insulting you or anything, but like, I just need you to know that your tire is losing air. Why don't you jump back in the car? And literally on the other side of the parking lot is a Firestone. Like, they can get your tire fixed. Just drive over there, and like, we can make this happen, right? Like, do this quick, right? And she just kind of looks at me and is like, okay, but I need to get my son to preschool. I'm like, yeah. Just, it's not really any further. Just drive over there, and like, we can walk over from Firestone. It's not a far walk at all. And she just is looking at me like so like dazed and confused. Like, I'm like, are you okay? What's happening? I didn't actually ask, but like, I'm like, just do it. It's fine. And she's like, no, I got to get my son to preschool. And I'm like, okay, well, I do too. Maybe we run in real quick, drop the boys off, and then we come right back out here and we get the car to Firestone. Let's make this happen. And she's like, okay. All right. So we go in and I'm like, meet me at the doors and we'll go out and we'll take care of this together. And she's like, okay, thank you. She's just kind of a space cadet, and that's fine. It's okay. I can hang with her, So we drop the boys off, meet at the front door, and we run out. I'm like, let's go quick. Come on, let's make this happen. And of course, that tire is completely empty. It is totally flat. There is no air anywhere in sight in this tire. And that's devastating. Like, oh, if you would have just listened to me. I didn't insult her. I didn't give her that energy, but it's fine. I'm like, okay, well, what if I go over to Firestone and I see if they can lend me an air tank and I can come back over, fill the tire enough that we can drive it over. That'd be the easiest way to do it. So she's of course like, okay, yeah, I don't know, I guess, So I go and do that and they're like, yeah, sorry, bro, we don't have air tanks. Just change the tire into the spare and drive it over. We'll take care of it. And I'm like, no. Not what I wanted to do today, but it's all good. So I go over and I'm like, all right, they can't do that. Let's just change the tire. I'll do it for you. I know I don't look super manly, but I've changed a tire before. I can do this. Let me change your tire, right? And she's like, oh, okay. I don't know. I'll just call my husband. And I'm like, no, I can do this. We don't have to pull him out of work. It's fine. It'll take me a few minutes. And she just is so spacey in this. And I'm like, okay, if that's what you want to do, call your husband. I tell you what, I work here. I'm a pastor. My name's Jim. If he's taking too long or if I can help or if there's anything you need, go inside and ask for Jim and they'll get me. Or my window's right up there. You can throw rocks at my window. I don't even care. I'll come right down and I'll be happy to help you. I just want to be there for this woman, right? And so, she never throws rocks at the window, and that's fine. And eventually the husband comes an hour later, and I'm kind of watching for him. So when he pulls up, I go out there. I'm like, hey, I'm Jim. I'm a pastor here, and I'm sorry that you had to do this. So, I'm happy to help. Let me help. And he's like, no, it's fine. It's not a big deal. I can change this tire. It'll take me a few minutes. And so I'm like, all right, well, my office is up there. Throw rocks at it if you need help. And he's like, yeah, okay, I'll do that. Right. And that's it. That's the end of that story. You're like, well, that's a great story. You obviously observed, but did you really serve her? And I'm like, well, maybe, I don't know. Well, actually I do know, because let me tell you, as Paul Harvey would say, the rest of the story. So a year later, my wife is coming to a women's event at the church on a Tuesday morning. And, I'm going to show up at this women's event because we're going to be having a men's event in a few weeks. And I don't know how to convince these guys to come to the event, but I know that their wives would be really interested in them coming. So I'm going to tell the wives to tell the husbands / make the husbands. It's brilliant marketing. I mean, my brain doesn't stop. This is great. So I run in there and I jump up on stage. I'm like, hey, ladies, great to see you. Glad you guys are doing this. Want to tell you about this thing, blah, 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 whatever. So my wife, Alicia, is sitting at a table with a bunch of women, some of them that she knows, others she doesn't. And this woman that she's sitting next to, she's never seen her before a day in her life. This woman just freaks out when I get up on stage. She's like, oh my gosh, there he is. He's my hero. He's my angel. Oh my gosh, there he is. And my wife's like, woman, what you talking about, right? And so Alicia is kinder than that. She's not accusing her, but what do you mean? How is he your hero? What? And so the woman tells the story. It's that woman. Are you kidding me? So she's like, I I was in such a dark place a year ago. Like nothing was working well. I felt so overlooked and ignored. I just felt like no one cared about me and I was desperate. And I had made a plan that day to drop my son off at preschool. Ooh, that's crazy. Okay, and to then go home and to end my life. And this man, he's your husband? Are you kidding me? This man, like, saved my life. He had no idea what was happening with me, but he, observed that I had a flat tire and wanted to help me, but it wasn't even about the tire. He just saw me and he cared for me and he made me feel like, I had value, and he was so kind. And I don't know, it just being seen that day like changed everything for me. And your husband saved my life. I didn't go home and take my life, clearly. I went home and I changed my attitude, and I really put my hope and desire into Christ and picked up my son, and I'm living a hope-filled life now because of what your husband did. And my wife's like, "Are you kidding me?" Like, absolutely nuts. And I don't share that story to be like, "Look how cool I am." Like, oh yeah, no, that was all God. Like, he absolutely got my attention that day. He focused my attention and caused me to observe. And it was really observing her that was serving her. I didn't actually help her. I didn't do anything to fix the tire. Yes, I gave some effort, but literally it was just seeing her that was a service, and it changed everything. And this woman is a wife and a mother today because of this simple act of service. Can you even get your head around that? I haven't shared that story all that often. I've never shared it publicly. And, I've shared it a couple times in coaching, but I really think it illustrates a simple act of service and how great it can be. And it absolutely connected me with the Lord. Lord, I want that more. Now, how many times have I missed observing? I don't know, 800, 1,000, 10,000 times. But it inspires me to want to take that action of observing. And, I've talked about duck praying here, duck praying my way through life. Okay, Lord, if there's something that you want me to notice, something you want me to pay attention to, I want to do that. So to observe sometimes is to serve. So I want you to know that. I want you to give that a shot and just see what the Lord might do through you. So, that's a crazy story, isn't it? And what a privilege to be a part of her story. I don't even know her name. I could never track her down at this point. I have no idea, but yeah, it's pretty sweet. So, hey, Tiller fam, I want you to know how thankful I am for you. It's been a fantastic 2025. Really looking forward to what's coming in 2026. Going to take a break on Tiller Tips until then. Just take some time with family. I hope the holidays, I hope Christmas and New Year's are amazing for you. And I'm just really thankful for your love and support in this ministry. So yeah, thank you so much. Go observe. Make that your service this season. Love you guys. Take care. I'll see you next time. Bye.